Did you hear about the time the Road Warriors woke up late for work? Oh, what a rush. Did you hear about the time the Road Warriors got into competitive hedge trimming? Oh, what a bush. Did you hear about the time the Road Warriors fixed the bloody toilet? Oh, what a flush. And did you hear about the time Gorilla Monsoon told the Road Warriors to shut up when they were making a terrible racket inside the WWE library? Oh, will you shush? Gorilla Monsoon said, as I'm sure you're saying in my direction right now. But anyway, I am Ross Twiddell from Cultaholic Wrestling. This is my Movember attempt. It's not a fashion choice. I'm making a tit out of my face for a good cause and raising some money for charity. And here are your Tuesday morning wrestling headlines. Surprising WWE WrestleMania 37 plans have reportedly been revealed in a ravishing news report. A WWE superstar has bucked the trend and got a name back. And he's done it now. He's gone and made a big mistake, potentially. Find out why the pressure is on for The Undertaker's next unusual non-WWE appearance. Can you believe it is just 131 days until WrestleMania 37 takes place? No, me neither. But as the tarmac just starts to get ready inside the tarmac factory, as we start to prepare to lay the road to WrestleMania 37, you point at the lovely imaginary sign in the sky. We have some WrestleMania plans that might shock you, but then again, they might not shock you, and if they don't shock you, that's good for you. We have a double header of an update from the ever-reliable WrestleVotes on Twitter, who tweeted not too long ago, WrestleMania update, a lovely big fat colon. Sources state that while Edge versus Randy Orton has long been the standing plan, and still is at the moment, the idea of Edge versus The Fiend has been discussed a great deal for the show. Now, the first half of this thing is a little bit of a surprise when you recall what happened during last night's Raw. And if you do not want to know what happened during last night's Raw, skip ahead to the part of the video where you will see me kiss this Gertrude goodbye and wish her well in her future endeavors or something, I don't know. Drew McIntyre is now your WWE champion. Randy Orton is no longer the WWE champion. And I'm saying those potential WrestleMania 37 plans of a match between Edge and Randy Orton is a little bit surprising, because you would consider, after a last man standing match and the greatest wrestling match ever, surely a big title such as the WWE title would be on the line. But WWE title and Randy Orton, they are no longer together. So is it safe to assume maybe at the Royal Rumble of 2021, Randall Keith, he defeats Drew McIntyre for the WWE title and gets his cock juice drenched hands on the title once again, just before we get into WrestleMania 37 season. Oh. But as for the potential Fiend feud for the rated R superstar, we miss you already, Tony Chimmel. You've got to wonder how this might work within the realms of storyline and kayfabe. And that's because we all know what gets the Fiend rock hard is the fact that he goes around righting the wrongs suffered by Bray Wyatt in a past life. And as far as I can see, the Fiend and Edge, they haven't really interacted in WWE, which leads me to believe that Bray Wyatt, when he was a little boy, must have been a massive fan of Booker T. And I'm saying this because back in the day, when this feud happened between Edge and Booker T, he had dreadlocks. The Fiend now, he has dreadlocks. Edge, of course, defeated Booker T in a feud where there was a shampoo commercial on the line. So obviously, the Fiend today, with his lovely blonde dreadlocks, was very bitter that Booker T was not allowed to take Dreadlock King to the very mainstream via a shampoo commercial. I tell you what, how I do not work for WWE Creative is completely apparent right now. I'm a hack and I don't know what I'm doing. And now the straw that broke Vince McMahon's back has been revealed. No, it wasn't one too many dead lefts in the gym. It was actually Zelina Vega opening her OnlyFans account, and I quote, where she was offering cosplays, lingerie, swimsuits and more, all for a monthly subscription of $30 US. Now, of course, this all happened in the midst of WWE telling their superstars, hey superstars, you get off Twitch now. Your costs or whatever, they're down because you're not touring. So because your costs are down, you shouldn't get to make some extra coin on the side in your spare time. Stop doing good productive productive things in your spare time. Take drugs and drink and stuff like that, I guess they were saying. In the face of that, Zelina Vega then opened her OnlyFans account, then WWE fired Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega tweeted out her support for unionization. WWE then shared the news of Zelina Vega's release, and this is where we find ourselves today. Sports Illustrated are the ones reporting this huge scoop this fine Tuesday morning, as they are saying WWE, specifically Vince McMahon himself, considered this, which was of course Zelina Vega opening her OnlyFans account, a breach of contract and responded by terminating Trinidad's contract. Sources close to WWE informed Sports Illustrated that, following discussions regarding Twitch, upper management felt that Trinidad, which of course is Zelina Vega's real name, just in case you didn't know, boxed them into a difficult situation by opening the OnlyFans account. As unpopular as this new policy is among talent, Trinidad's dismissal serves as a sobering reminder that the new policy is going to be strictly enforced. WWE, you set of bastards. And there's no doubt some of you sat there at home going, well, Ross, she broke the rules, she got released, what's wrong there? Well, apparently, according to the news, which means it is absolutely 100% correct, Zelina Vega was making more from her Twitch streams than she was from her WWE downside guarantee. So when it came to WWE going, hey superstars, shut down your Twitch accounts, Zelina Vega opening a OnlyFans is sort of the situation where you go, hey Zelina, I can't blame you for trying. It's better to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission. The ball's on her for trying. More credit to her. And I'll just round off this little item within this news video by saying, once again, I fully commend what Zelina Vega did. She's standing up for what's right. She could be about to change the professional wrestling industry forever. And also, SAG and Andrew Yang, they just entered the chat. Have you ever felt like this? Are strange things happening? Are you going round the twist? Now, I sing this theme for 3 solid reasons. First of all, because it's an absolute banger from an absolute banger of a kids' TV show back in the day. Second of all, because it's Australian. And third of all, because Australian WWE superstar Murphy is sending us all around the twist by bucking the trend and getting a name back that he previously lost. Yes, you may recall that back in February, can you believe it was just in February, WWE took the buddy away from Murphy, but now the Murphy has got his buddy back. He's got a friend. What a lovely story. Now the news here comes from Murphy simply changing his Twitter name back to Buddy Murphy. And I know what you're saying. Put down your pitchforks. You're calling me a hack. You're calling me an utter poo house for reporting this as news. But please hear me out. There's serious implications at play here. Now the implications here come from some wrestling news released over the weekend there, as we learned that the Boffins, who run Friday Night SmackDown, are planning a really premature wrestling wedding. I say premature because the 2 people getting hitched are Buddy Murphy and Aaliyah Mysterio. They didn't even know each other a couple of months ago, and now they're getting hitched. This one is going to end well. And of course, I know what you're saying right now, because I've been saying the same thing myself. How would a wedding work with the vows and whatnot if Murphy was just Murphy? It's only one name. It can't possibly work. But now it would appear he's got both names back, so we're all safe. The wedding will go ahead. Maybe. Undertaker news now, as Dead Man Walking has become Dead Man sitting down in front of his webcam and talking to every single news outlet in the world that isn't named Cultaholic Wrestling. Why don't you want to talk to us, Mark? And that's of course because Undertaker is gearing up for his final farewell this coming Sunday at Survivor Series, 30 long years after he made his debut at the same event. And after telling the Wrap that he officially sees himself as retired, which of course means that somebody's going to challenge him to a match at Survivor Series on Sunday, because that's how wrestling works, and after revealing that he had no less than 15 hotter than hell wings during his cheeky trip to a cheeky Nando's, bloody cockneys, Taker is now going on hot ones, and quite frankly, old Booger Red, the pressure is on now. And Undertaker, if you even dare whap out all the toys and the condiments and the lemon juice that Gordon Ramsay used, well, hell hath no fury on your sorry pathetic ass, Undertaker. And of course, host Sean Evans should be asking the Undertaker just before the very last wing is about to go down about the Undertaker's alleged fear of cucumbers, because if you don't, Sean, you're a bloody coward. He's going to be sweating. When's a better time to ask him? But that is it for your Tuesday morning wrestling news headlines. Coming up on the channel later today, we have Raw Graded with Mr. Tom Campbell himself. I'll be back with the WTF moments for last night's Raw, where some big things happened, I tell you what. Survivor Series on Sunday, the wrestling world, it continues to go round the bloody twist, doesn't it? I've been Ross. I think I said that already, didn't I? Bye.